Hello, beautiful people. Another ramble for me about something that's just been coming up, and I don't know. I guess I need to talk it through and figure out what it means. So, I've been seeing lots of posts about people upset about things they want to see in their community, but feeling like because their leadership is not supporting them, they're not able to do that. And I kind of questioned that. I was like, why do we depend on our leadership? Like, why is there this expectation that, like, they're responsible for everything? Like, I think they're responsible for some pieces. And then it just made me think, like, I remember being a kid, and if we wanted to travel, like our soccer teams, like, we would fundraise, we would work together, we would come together and do the work collectively. And I feel like that's kind of faded. And I was like, is it faded because our expectations have changed, because time has changed and we don't have time, or we don't want to do the work? Like, I don't know. And then I was like, isn't there something more magical when we work together, like as a community, to create something? So I was thinking about, like, say you want to bring lacrosse back, or canoeing in your community, or whatever, hunting. Like, we again have people in our communities who have skills and knowledge to share and teach, but we don't seek out those people. We seek out people who can give us instant, easy gratification. And I question why we do that. Like, is it because as people we've become dependent? I know as Indigenous people, like, colonization and trauma has created this dependency, meant for us to rely on others to do things for us, right? So that we would forget our way of being, our teachings. And I struggle with the dependency, like, and I question what's going to change that. What is going to make us self-reliant again? You know, and I was thinking about, like, wealth. So many people talk about wanting to get their communities out of poverty and into wealth. But I think, like, that wealth is not just money. Like, there is a wealth in reuniting our people as a community, as a collective, reinvigorating our culture and our language, and, like, making those things the forefront of our wealth. Like, that's what made our people rich, not in the material items that we had. Yes, we would celebrate if you did have material things, right? And you would use those in ceremonies and namings and marriages and all these things. But, like, together, we worked. It's just like, because society has changed, the dynamics changed. But it's like, how do we, again, marry the old ways and the new ways? And what does that look like? Like, I think about, I can't remember his name, but he's one of the chiefs, I think from Osoyoos or something. And he made this video about, like, talking about he wanted a job. Like, essentially, you need to stop being lazy and get off your butt. And I remember thinking, like, that's kind of harsh. Like, you know, I want to understand where people are coming from. I want to understand their trauma. And then the other part of me was like, did that work for his community because they were in a different place? Like, what is it? Like, and how do we create things beyond monetary wealth? Like, you know, money's gonna come and go. Yes, money can buy things. Yes, money makes things easier, but I don't know, is there an amount of money that can replace our culture, our history, our ways of being? Like, I feel like there's no amount of money that can equate to what that's worth, right? And it's, I don't know, is it because there's a balance between like how our people were and how we are today, and we're trying to figure out and understand the dynamics? Or is it just we're trying to move forward in a world that maybe is not comfortable with culture and language and teachings being at the forefront? And maybe that's what's wrong with the whole system. Like, and that's why we're dependent, is because we're again fitting into the space of following the lead of a business or making money. Like, I think our wealth can be measured by our connections and our teachings and our love and admiration for all of our people and the gifts that they offer and share and knowledge. And I don't know, how do we let go of this dependency? Like, do our people just all need to heal from our trauma and we let it go? Or like, can we? Or is that just impossible? Like, I don't know. I just don't want to see us be dependent. I want to see us prosper in our own way, in our own form, to our own rules, because that isn't that what about sovereignty is, and not being dictated to. It's being creative, allowing your mind to wander into all the things and ask the difficult questions. Ask, why are we doing something? Who is it benefiting it? How is it benefiting them? Is this something that the people in your community are seeing a direct benefit from? No? Okay, then why is it good? You need to be able to explain to your people why something is good. Why are you doing it? How is it going to change their lives? Is it making their lives better? Is the programs and services that you're offering improving things? Like, I don't know. And are we scared to push those limits? Are we afraid because it's so unknown that we've just become comfortable living in this space of dependency? I don't know, but these are the never-ending questions and rambles and things that come to me and make me question everything and make me remember that I don't need to live in a square box, and I don't want to. I want to show our ancestors that we know what's available to us and we're going to use it to our fullest potential, because that's what they'd want to see us do. So, thanks for listening.